Welcome back to the Realistic Road to Glory here on FC24. We have ourselves just 3 episodes to go in this second season as it stands, because we're in the playoffs and there are 3 regular season months left to go between us and the end of the season. We hope to try our very best to get ourselves into the top 2. The gap currently stands at 8 points to Huddersfield, although they do have a game in hand, although we do play them today. So it could come down that gap. We're kind of more looking over our shoulder to try and stay in the playoffs rather than fall out the bottom of them with the way that the league table stands right now. We've got a fairly difficult month as well, if we're completely honest. Leyton Orient at home and Lincoln at home will be the 2 simmers. They should be hopefully straightforward enough. But then Huddersfield away, Wigan away and Rotherham away are certainly difficult fixes. And we were draw specialists throughout the transfer window. 4 games, 4 points, 4 draws. Let's start winning some today, shall we? Like we say, we start with Leyton Orient. Everybody, I believe, is fully fit, so we're good to go. Brophy's grown to 66, which is good news. Rafferty's at 68. Nurse is now at 68 on the left-hand side as well. There has been some growth amongst the squad, and you'll be keen to know that out on loan, Reyes Cleary has also seen some growth too. So maybe next season he'll be in a position to fight for that first team spot alongside Alex Grieve and new signing up top, Yengi. Orient 16th place in the division. Not a great side, not a bad side. It should be, hopefully, a straightforward win for us at home, though. We start today by saying thank you to Alex and to Cole and to Mr. Gray as well on the board behind me for your support. Alex and Cole joined the Patreon. Thank you very much indeed for that. Alex specifically at the VIP tier. You are in the game now, my man, so keep your eyes peeled for yourself as we move through this save. Yes! Brophy sent off in the 49th minute. 3 minutes later, we took the lead and we saw it through and got the dub. So Brophy will be missing for the key game against Huddersfield Town coming up, which is not ideal, but we do have players to come in and fill that role. Players like Adam Clarkson. He's already dropped me a message and said, "Boss, friggin' play me, mate." So I'm going to friggin' play him, mate. Kutunga can go to the bench. Join me in the game against Huddersfield, where hopefully we'll get some more points. We're up to 3rd. The gap is close to 5 points to Huddersfield, but that's because they haven't played yet today. We're 2 games behind them, but keeping our points tally ticking over is very, very important. Fingers crossed we can do exactly that. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on the remainder of this season. We're going to go and get ourselves towards Huddersfield and head to the Kirkley Stadium, a real-life stadium for only the 2nd or 3rd time in this save, and hopefully it'll be a happy hunting ground. Last time we played Huddersfield Town, they smashed us by 4 goals to 0 at our stadium. Not a good day for Cambridge United, that one. Huddersfield haven't had many good days recently, though, as you can see. 3 defeats in their last 5 games. Healy, of course, got the penalty that was never a penalty in that game to seal a hat-trick, or help seal a hat-trick. So we hope for no similar such refereeing blunders today. Clarkson will start on the left. Brown is not fully fit, but he's certainly fit enough to start this one. And I don't think I'm going to make any other changes to the 11 at this stage. Digby ahead of Cousins and Henderson. Henderson not yet forced his way into the starting lineup. We shall wait and see how things go between now and the end of the season. We've, of course, got a number of young players filtering through. We'll wait and see if that number grows throughout the course of the next year and a half in save. But hopefully, it's Reece Healy's 20 goals so far this season. I actually see him as top goal scorer in the division. Oh, a little bit of payback would be lovely, but oh God, 4-0 last time. Let's just hope that we don't get battered again this time. Headley down the line, got the legs. Has he got the delivery? Doesn't need it because it's good footwork. And Karoma could go solo, finds Jack Rodoni. Karoma again. Questions asked of the goalkeeper. Last time we played him, it was 4-0. After 7 minutes, it's already 1-0 to Huddersfield Town, although I think the keeper should have done better with that. It's going to be one of those dodgy goalkeeping animations where they just kind of push their hands at thin air, isn't it? Or was it genuinely that good? Might have even gotten a touch on that, the keeper. Maybe it was just that good. You tell me. Oh, read that happening, but just couldn't turn in time with Rafferty. Now Diabate's going to have to come across the man to try and deal with it. And deal with it he does. Firmly. Shut up, ref. Free kick for Huddersfield Town. Got another dodgy ref. Hopefully not as dodgy as the last one, though. Jules and Yengi combine to get rid of it. Clarkson completes said clearance, but Nakayama intercepts as we try and get it completely away. Karoma's already got one. Karoma now has two. Huddersfield Town are just too good. I give up. Nurse, Clarkson. Nurse again. Clarkson could get in behind here. Little dink over the top. And we are on the run. Yengi is in the middle. It's Yengi will look for. It's Yengi will find. And just over the top of the bar goes the ball. Kusini got on the end of that very nicely indeed. I think he was trying to loft it over the keeper to look for the far side. It just didn't quite dip in time. Nearly one back. Not one back. Dubate will lift this looking for Brown, who hopefully will bring it down. And he has done brilliantly. He's turned the defender. All ends up. Berries through that gap. Kusini's through that one. Do we go all the way out wide to Clarkson? I think we do. Then maybe back to Kusini, who from the edge of the box shows exactly why we spent £1.25 million on him. That's a fantastic finish from Kusini Yengi, and Cambridge United are well and truly back in this game. Is that goal of the season contender? Potentially. We've got a number on the list already. Certainly a very good goal. Perhaps coming back down off the well makes it look even better. Wasn't right in the corner, but far enough out the keeper's reach that he couldn't get there. We're back in the game. Clarkson on the overlap is Nurse. The back post could be Kusini Yengi. That is a superb equalising goal. Wonderful vision from Marcus Brown to head it back across the face. And Yengi has a brace of his own. Anything Josh Karoma can do, Kusini Yengi can do just as well. Brilliant cross by Nurse. And it was this the obvious thing to do to square it. Pray that he was onside, which he was. 2-2. Win that header. Well up, Zach. Thomas out-muscled. Falls to Mahoney. Trying to get him with an out-muscling, but not to be knocked off it. Walker goes one way, then the other, and finds Mahoney. Reece Healy's through that gap, and that's dangerous when he's on the ball. Stevens makes the save, thankfully. We keep them out for now. We know how dangerous they are in front of goal. The fact that there were 4 goals in the first half leads you to believe that there's probably not going to be a scoreline free addition in the second half. That one certainly was a dodgy goalkeeping animation. That's pretty much straight at him. We had Reece Healy score a hat-trick last time we played Huddersfield. This time Karoma has scored a hat-trick, and that is terrible goalkeeping. But you say that's almost certainly not on Jack Stevens, just on shitty gameplay. Because we've seen it time and time again with goalkeepers of all abilities. 3-2 Huddersfield will have to come from behind again. Has beaten the man. Can't get the ball to beat the man though. Lift that looking for Brown. Nicely done. Turning inside to Berry. And there might be another hat-trick in the game about to come for Yengi. Indeed there is. Anything Karoma can do, he can do just as well. A double hat-trick game. 3-3. Karoma. And backwards. Oh, Headley's first touch is superb. Here's Healy. On him to get the ball through. Oh, it's just gorgeous. What can you do when someone is that creative and that ingenious? You don't expect that. Huddersfield 4, Cambridge United 3, and with only 4 or 5 minutes to go, that's probably now the game finally won for Huddersfield Town. Jack Rodoni's assist is just unexpected. You can't compensate for that. Kachunga gets in well. He is a former Huddersfield Town man, of course, played in the Premier League for them. The minute Huddersfield look destined to get themselves back up to the Championship this season, they will extend their gap over us in the top 2 by another 3 points here. Oh, and I've got a free kick that, quite frankly, I'm not even that bothered about having. It's going to be a 4-3 win for Huddersfield Town. They score 4 against us again. This time we're able to get 3 in return, but it's still not enough. A Huddersfield Town player scores a hat-trick against us once more. This time it's Josh Karoma, and they deserved all 4 of their goals on this occasion. Sad. Very, very sad. Peterborough lose, which is good news for us as well with the playoffs and those below us. We're still 3rd. Huddersfield have actually gone top of the table with that victory. Those below still chasing though. Lincoln, the side up next. Lincoln up next then in this next fixture for the season. We're going to have the first press conference question. No, this one comes in from Adstar. It says, in your previous interviews, you've stated why you are not a manager who likes formation changes, but with how tight and tough this season is seemingly playing out for you, lack of goals as an example, would you reconsider on changing formation during games to try and discover some super sub moments in forward areas, be it two up top or bringing wingers slightly in field, and more importantly give bench players a chance to surprise you and maybe make a name for themselves to take those starting roles? We don't tend to change formation in games. It's more of a I am nowhere near as effective with the way I play the game. This is more of a game question than a real life press conference question. I'm better at the game when I play in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 with the cam and the two centre mids. So that's why I don't tend to steer away from that. So I feel like I'm more likely to be able to still get the desired result with the same formation. If I change the formation, I feel like I'm less likely to get the result that I'm after because I'm just not as good with other formations. But perhaps we can trial it, maybe bring the wingers inverted a little bit and give it a go if we need the opportunity to do so. If we need to try and force a result. But here in this one against Lincoln, we'll be simming it quickly and hopefully getting a result. Yengi obviously keeps his starting spot for his 3 goals in the last game. And of course, we lose by 1-0 at home against Lincoln Lincoln City. Lincoln United are the much lower league side, aren't they? Oh, right. Okay, league table doesn't look great for us right now. We've dropped to 5th, and everybody below us has games in hand, and they're very much within touching distance of us. If everybody goes as you would expect they would do in their games in hand, by the time everyone has played 33, a sneaking feeling we might not even be in the playoffs anymore. Wigan Athletic are our next opponents. They're down in 12th, but they have won their last 3 straight games. Mr. Tickle's still between the sticks. Charlie Wyke on the bench will be a good striker to bring on if Humphreys doesn't fire the goals that they're looking for. Sean Clare obviously is a player we're very much well aware of in this save at the moment. They're in good form. We are in indifferent form. And we're going to have to make a couple of changes here to try and account for a little bit of fatigue in the side. And Yengi looking for Elias Kachunga in behind. Takes any stride well enough. Brophy's here forward with me. And here comes Berry. First time on target. Saved by Tickle. Delivery from the corner. Berry into the middle. Marcus Brown is up. But his header is wide. Nicely down the line to Brophy. Session's with me. Session can't cope with the pace of Brophy, but seemingly Nork and his teammates. Not a bad ball, though. Yengi's header, I think, deflected. Kachunga will get it back into the middle. Yengi with the overhead kick! Oh, if that goes in, it's definitely on the goal of the season list. Berry with the corner. Brown underneath it. Kerr wins the header this time and does manage to get rid of it, and Smith will complete the clearance. It looks like it's going to be 0-0 here at half-time against Wigan Athletic. Both sides have had chances. Ours have been the better, but none have gone in. Nurse. Cousins is there centrally. Berry is there again. Got Elias Kachunga through the gap. We've got Yengi here too. Yengi to Kachunga. Beats his man. Elias Kachunga fires it straight into the midriff of Tickle, who makes the save. Well, we've been dangerous from corners so far today. Oh, and Kachunga was right underneath that, but he missed it. George Nurse! No! Wide. Jones. And Nodge. Options out wide. Zach Jules apparently fouled the man. Definitely fouled him second time around. Free kick Wigan. Brophy's off and Grieve comes on. We've done what the previous comments suggested. And we've narrowed in the midfielders a little bit. Or the wide men. To try and get something from this game. Yengi's now moved out wide left. And Grieve has come on up top as Brophy drops to the bench. And we'll see what we can do in these final 20 minutes or so. Hopefully to win the game. Because fingers crossed this free kick doesn't go in. Ah! Which nearly it did. To give Wigan the advantage. Thankfully, the keeper made the save. They are going to go short here. Smith has the option on the edge of the box. Here's Caicedo. The centre-back looks for Nodge, the man that he's always getting forward, but Humphreys isn't scoring the goals here, so maybe Charlie White would be a better option for them up top. Corner. Berry to deliver. Going to float this one. And Zeno's underneath it. He was, anyway. Lee's going to nod this down. Zach Jules is the man it falls to. Lee. Berry. Good footwork. Brown. Bit of acceleration. Marcus Brown! Tickle with the save again. Goalkeepers have been very good against us today. Tickle in particular. Oh, Brown. Lee. We're just rifling it in from anywhere now, hoping that it will go in. Berry. Brown on the shoulder of the defender. Brown inside. Arriving here is Liam. Lee! Oh, and Tickle is like his Mr. Men compatriot, isn't he? Just all arms. Can't get the bloody ball in the back of the net. He just saves everything. Berry needs to get to this first and has done. Lee has Yengi here. Yengi. Zeno. Oh, not the man you want in that position, to be completely honest. Rafferty. Yengi again. Marcus Brown. No, don't overrun it. He's done exactly that. It's going to be a 0-0 draw against Wigan unless they score on this counter-attack. We've had so many chances, but unfortunately on this occasion their goalkeeper's just been too good. Sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and say, fair enough. On this occasion, it was his day, and he will get man of the match, I'm sure. Jules to Berry, and there'll be no counter-attack because the whistle will go. Ah! A missed opportunity against Wigan. Away from home, we were the better side by a long way, but their goalkeeper just would not concede. 12 shots we had in the game. None went in. As we head into match day 35 of our current season, the third and final press conference question comes from RB47. It says, have you thought about utilising Cambridge's geographical position in possibly signing players from clubs such as Ipswich, Luton and Norwich, who are backups / fringe players at their respective clubs? We have been utilising ourselves as a affiliate club of Norwich for local reasons, Tottenham for local reasons, and Swansea for Gary Monk reasons. At present, there is not as many options. Why are his eyelashes in the middle of his eye? That's weird. There aren't as many options at those clubs as we would like. We have looked at Ipswich. We did look at Luton as well. We obviously signed Luke Berry from Luton. So there are other clubs we could look to, but we do have kind of go-to senior affiliate clubs in Norwich, Tottenham and Swansea at this present moment in time. But certainly we will look to utilise any club we possibly can higher up through the hierarchy to try and get ourselves anybody that can help improve the team. Rotherham we drew with last time we played them. We would like to get victory this time, please, although they have won their last two games. They're sat down in 15th place in the league. They've got such a good side. What they're doing in 15th, I've absolutely no idea. But time will tell as to whether we can get ourselves any higher. We are 6th at the minute. We've dropped a little bit. Zeno keeps his spot, but Diabate now starts alongside him. And we're trying to isolate which of the two centre-backs, Zach Jules or Diabate, is perhaps the reason why we keep conceding. If, indeed, there is a reason from that centre-back partnership as to why we keep conceding. Stevens has grown to 66 rated, but at the moment, I think next season, regardless of whether if we go up, then he gets the chance to hold that first team spot. If we don't go up, then we will look to sign a higher rated goalkeeper for season 3. At present, we're still in the playoffs, but there are teams below us within touching distance with games in hand. We're going to have to hope that we have a very strong end to the season and that other teams around us bottle and drop more points. Well up, Rafferty. That's a great header. Yengi just keeps it away from the man that was closing him down. Berry will look over the top for the runner, Marcus Brown. He's in behind the Rotherham backline here. It's a narrow angle. It's a great block by McCart. Berry picks up the loose ball. Brophy from the edge of the box. Brophy perhaps from the edge of the box on his left foot. Keeper makes it look ever so simple, just plucking it out of the air, but I guarantee you that was a difficult shot to save. And Yengi. Brophy's calling for it on that left-hand side. Berry will look for him here. And we'll find him. Roast needs to get that under control and does so well. Nurse has the option inside of Kirk Henderson. Henderson has Berry. Oh, what an interception by McCart. Berry's won it back though. Thomas and Kirk again. Looking Yengi. Playing the ball about nicely. Kirk Henderson. From range, Kirk Henderson. Oh, off the bar. The youngster couldn't have come any closer to giving us the opening goal in this game. Such has been our luck today. It wouldn't go in against Wigan. Huddersfield just kept on scoring and getting the lead back again. And now here, it won't go in against Rotherham either. Brown looking for Yengi. He's overhit the cross. And unfortunately, still, we can't get a goal in either the second or third played games today. Henderson to Berry. It comes back once more towards this Rotherham backline. Brophy looking for Yengi. Oh, everybody missed it. It just hit Ferguson on the leg and goes out for a corner. Nice ball into Cho. Forward to Lindsay. Diabate probably fouls in there, and indeed he does. It's a free kick. Well, as close to the box as you could possibly get without it being a penalty. Cho Young-wook will take it and will smash it into the wall and very nearly score the follow-up effort. That was destined for the back of the net, wasn't it? Stevens with a good save. You can hear the home crowd roar. They can roar as much as they like. That won't pull it into the back of the net. Rathbone tackled by Grimmer. Nicely done. Brophy looking to break. Cut it back. Runners will be freely running around me. Again, Marcus Brown is the man on the breakaway. How's your touch, lad? Oh, it's unbelievable. Marcus Brown in the box. A Dolphin comes across out of nowhere and stops him from scoring. Continually, all the chances going Cambridge United's way, and continually, it won't go in. We've been here before, haven't we? Oh, hello, Lindsay. He's absolutely written Luke Berry off there. Well in, Jordan Cousins. I need runners. I've got them. Just had to time the passes right. Marcus Brown deserves a goal for his play today. He just won't have it. But Brophy does! The fans race forward in the stand. James Brophy might just have won us this game. Marcus Brown, really, if we're honest, had to bury that. The goalkeeper has denied him so many times today. Ford has been superb, but Brophy just has the pace to get to it. I'd thought about taking Brophy off and bringing on Adam Clarkson on the left-hand side. If I had done, Clarkson wouldn't have had the pace to get to that. The acceleration off the mark. Brophy does. Brophy did. Cambridge lead. Oh, nice turn. And Rathbone. Nice challenge. Zeno. Love that. Cousins to Brown. And into Yengi, who's set to come off momentarily. As is Marcus Brown, actually. I should really just play the ball about here and keep it, shouldn't I? I've just noticed the clock. 90th minute. We do not want to concede a goal here, so we will just piss about with it, so to speak. Brown will deliver the cross. Brophy's underneath it. Kioso wins the header. Kirk should win this. He's unchallenged, in fact. Liam Lee back to Jordan Cousins. Brown around the outside. We're going to get ourselves a 1-0 win away from home against Rotherham. That's a massive result for us, considering the indifference in our form, the inconsistency in our form. Getting those 3 points was huge. Huddersfield win. Blackpool and Charlton both draw 2-2 with one another. We're back up to 4th in the table now. Still a number of sides around us with games in hand. Still, we could be caught from behind, but whilst the points tally keeps ticking over, we haven't fallen out of the playoffs yet. We're a game behind Charlton. Rephrase. Charlton are a game behind us. We're 7 points behind Charlton. If they win that game in hand, it will be back up to 10 points, the gap to the top 2. So it's almost certainly gone, isn't it? But, God, thank the Lord for James Brophy on that left-hand side, I tell you that much. We are still solidly inside the playoffs as it stands. We've massive games in the next couple of months. We've got playoff chasing Blackpool in tomorrow's episode. And in the season finale, we've both playoff chasing Wednesday and Peterborough. Such a giant end to the season for us here to give ourselves the potential opportunity of getting to the Championship at the second attempt. That will do us for today's episode. I appreciate your support as ever. Please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. Leave your press conference questions in the comment section down below. And I will see you tomorrow.